Good evening. Tonight I'll be reviewing Left 4 Dead. I'm not really sure why I chose to review this particular game, other than the fact I want to be reviewing post-apocalyptic stuff for a while, and this is kind of the only game I have in that genre. Although I'm kind of disappointed by this game, though.
You don't find zombies scary?
Well, if they're done right, they can be very effective. In fact, one of my favorite horror movies of all time is The Night of the Living Dead. But in this game, they're just kind of cannon fodder just running at you to shoot at.
They are zombies. What did you expect them to do? Sing and dance?
Why do I get the feeling that there's a game that's a plot point? But anyway, let me go ahead and get to the plot, if you can call it that, in this game. A group of 4 survivors try to get to an extraction point.
That doesn't sound too bad.
The main problem with the game is that there's no characterization. There's no evolution of gameplay. In fact, the only thing that's telling you what's going on is the introductory cinematic that plays at the very title screen of the game. And that's only the introduction to the first of the 4 campaigns.
There are 4 campaigns?
Well, they call them campaigns, but it's pretty much the same for the same mission over 4 maps. You're doing the same thing over and over again.
Is that why the game is called Left 4 Dead, with a number 4 instead of the conjunction?
I'm kind of impressed that you knew the form of the word. But anyway, I was under the impression the Left 4 Dead was referring to the 4 protagonists. The first one is Bill. I'm kind of under the impression that Bill's supposed to be kind of either the combat veteran or conspiracy theorists in the group. He doesn't say anything, or none of the characters say anything during the course of the game other than the fact, hey, I found some weapons. Hey, there's Bill's, or something along that. They don't say anything towards the character, so I can't really guess what their character motivation is. But in the intro to the game, he's carrying the assault rifle, which is my preference in weapons, because it seems the one that has the most balance to kick and fire rate. It's a good weapon. The second character is Zoe, and she seems to be the woman of the group, and that's all she seems to be.
What else does she need to be?
R.
In the intro to the game, she's using dual pistols. And when the game starts, you're given a single pistol, and it just with infinite ammo. And the main weapon you find is has the limited ammunition. And the single pistol is pretty handy for the normal zombies.
Normal zombies?
I'll get to those in a minute. Next up is Francis. He has a shaved head and wearing a leather jacket, so I think he's supposed to be kind of like a biker. And in the introduction, he's holding a shotgun, which it's not really a bad weapon. It just doesn't really suit my style of play. It's a slower weapon and a kind of a restricted range on it. But when zombies get close, you can use it to shoot multiple targets. It's kind of handy. And lastly, there's Lewis.
Of course you leave the black guy for last.
Seriously? You're going there? But anyway, he does kind of fill the token black guy thing, I guess you can call it. He is wearing what's kind of left over of a business suit. So I think he's supposed to be kind of like a businessman. Again, there's no characterization. They don't say where he's from, what he's doing there. There's a group of 4 people with different guns. And during the introduction, he's carrying a submachine gun, which is kind of handy, but it goes through ammunition like crazy and doesn't really have much punch to it. So, and a weapon that's not shown off in the introduction is the hunting rifle, and it's pretty much the sniper rifle of the game, but it's not really my style of play, so I didn't really use it all that often. It does have the wiggle sight though. When you're aiming down the sights, it's kind of like the gun's going like. But, I think they have that game mechanic to like try to make it more difficult to use a sniper rifle, because it does pack some serious punch, and balanced with low ammunition count when you're using it. But it's just kind of funny because it's supposed to be these trained people with experience with guns, but they can't hold it straight when they're looking down their. Anyway, that's nitpicking. And something that irritates me about the guns is though the sniper rifle, the hunting rifle, is the only one you can actually aim with. All the other ones you just kind of hip fire with.
The bullets go to where the crosshairs are.
Well, it does feel better to actually aim weapons. And something else is that there's only 2 types of throwable weapons, and they're both like improvised style of throwing items. One's a pipe bomb. When the pipe bomb, before it goes off, it has a loud beeping noise that attracts all the zombies in the area, so it blows up everything, all the zombies in a particular area. The other one is the Molotov cocktail, which kind of sets the whole damn world on fire. I'm not crazy about that one because it doesn't instantly kill zombies once they're on fire. They actually run up and light you on fire as well. And the great thing about the throwable weapons is they're not that common, and they're really, really powerful. Like Molotov, even though I don't really like it, it has its uses. And it's also great that it's kind of like improvised style weapons because you are just walking through a neighborhood for the vast majority of the time. You're just kind of like following behind the different survivors of this world. It's still just like 4 people left. And when I first started playing the game, when I saw the intro to the game, I thought each of the characters, that was the weapon they would be using, or that was their specialty weapon. But unfortunately, once the game starts, they just kind of just grab whatever weapon's closest to them. And it's not like any of the weapons are bad weapons. It's just further derives that these characters aren't really characters. They're just 4 like mannequins running around with weapons shooting at the bland cannon fodder that's running at you.
At least there isn't a single overpowered character.
Yeah, there is a point to be made there, but it'd be nice to know there's more to the character than the character skin. And during the intro to the game, they find some zombies and say, hey, the zombies are evolving out of the horde. They don't say how, they don't say why, they don't say anything other than, hey, the zombies are getting special. And so let me go ahead and go over the special zombies here. The first one is known as a smoker. It pretty much has a long tentacle tongue that reaches out and grabs you, and they tries to drag him off. And while the smoker has a hold of you, you can't move or do anything. You have to wait for your AI partners to save you. And when the smoker is killed, it just releases a big cloud of smoke that everybody chokes on.
Is it poisonous gas?
Not that I can tell. It just seems to make people cough.
That's lame.
Yeah, the smoke of the smoker is kind of lame. And the hunter is the next guy that you'll fight from time to time. He kind of like crawls around on the ground and then just jumps in the air. So you'll see a guy flying across the sky and land on someone. And when he jumps on people and just starts clawing and clawing at you when you're on the ground, kind of trapped on the ground. It'd be kind of nice if you could fight back when you're pinned on the ground, but that's what he does.
So you're basically screwed.
Yeah, especially when the other AI characters are off over in a little group by themselves. I'm afraid I'm not much of a team player, so they'll all be over there shooting at zombies. I'll be off on my own, trying to fight zombies on my own. But the great thing about I don't know about great, but one of the things about the smoker and the hunter is that they're not really all that much stronger than a normal zombie. Unfortunately, the tank is a lot stronger than a normal zombie. The tank will throw cars, and when he gets up to you, he'll rip a slab of concrete at the pavement and throw it at you. I have yet to kill a single tank. Whenever there's a tank at a level, at the end of the level, they'll have stats, and the character who does the most damage to the tank, I'm always on the very bottom. mainly because I'm running away from the damn thing. Because he seems to be racist. He does not like the human character.
I don't think any of the zombies like anybody.
It just seems like that whenever there's a tank on the field, they just run it straight at me. And even though the Incredible Hulk is my favorite of the Avengers,
I heard that.
it's just that a lot of games just want to rip off the Incredible Hulk, but they don't do much other than say, hey, there's a big guy over there that takes a lot of bullets to kill. One of the special zombies that's not difficult to take down is the Boomer. The Boomer is a giant fat guy who barfs on you.
Dude, that's nasty.
Yeah, it is. The barfing bile of the Boomer, that attracts all the zombies in the area. So if your screen goes blah, it's because he barfed on you, and you might as well start just shooting wildly because you're surrounded and covered in zombies. And the last of the special zombies is known as the Witch, and the Witch is fairly easy to avoid. If you hear crying, don't look in the corners. If you get too close to the Witch, she'll just jump on you and start clawing you like out the Hunter. A lot better than the Hunter though, because she doesn't jump across the map and land on you. What sucks about the Witch is if you do sometimes she'll just be sitting in the middle of a doorway you need to go through. So you'll accidentally trigger her, and you'll have to wait till one of the AI realizes you're in trouble and that helps you out.
So, you're basically screwed.
Not as much as you think. The AI really does work out pretty well in this game. It's just I'm not much of a team player, so I'm usually off by myself. Let me go ahead and go over the goods and bads of this game. The main problem I have with the game is in this video I talked about everything that's in this game. Literally every single thing that's in this game is in this video. This video is about 20 minutes long. I'm going to try to get it under 30 minutes, so I'll try. But that was the point of this video. I want to say every single thing in this game and keep it under 30 minutes. Well, I'll keep it around 30 minutes. But seriously, that's all that's in the game. There's no evolution of gameplay. It doesn't gradually get harder as you go along. You start the game, there's all the weapons that you're going to start with, and all the weapons that are in the game. Then you go start the level. The only thing you do is go to the next safe room. What do you do after you get to the next safe room? Go to the next safe room. And then after 4 safe rooms, you'll call in rescue, whatever. There's 4 different campaigns, so there's 4 different rescue craft. But after that, there's literally nothing in this game. It's shoot at zombies until you're told to stop. It really just feels like a smaller part of a larger game. Although I do rather not like how it's just shoot at stuff until you're told to stop. That's all that's in the game. Shooting at stuff does kind of feel good in a primal way if you just want to make stuff not alive anymore. if you're in that kind of mood for a while, if you've got 30 minutes to kill, go for it. And the game kind of has an AI director controlling the flow of zombies, so it never really gets boring. So if you're just shooting a whole bunch of zombies for a while, they'll go ahead and send in some special zombies, just kind of liven things up a bit. At the end of each of the campaigns, there's a credit crawl that kind of goes up and tells you different stats in the game of that campaign. Unfortunately, it feels like the last 20 minutes of a movie. It's like, yay, the main characters escaped. Who are they? What are they doing in this world? They're shooting zombies until they're told to stop. That's it. But I gotta say, I gotta balance that with the shooting works. It's a good shooter, but it's not enough to cover it in my book. So I'll go ahead and give this game a rating of 1 out of 5 stars.
Seems a bit harsh. The game isn't broken or anything.
No, I gotta say the gameplay works just fine. It's just there's no reason to play. There's no difficulty spikes. There's no gameplay gradient. There's nothing. There's shoot everything until you're not shooting anything anymore. If you play for 20 minutes, you'll see everything that this game has to offer. And I think that's gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and wrap up here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing the point. Maybe there is a bigger section of this game that I'm just not seeing. Maybe maybe they sold something like when Halo 4 came out, they had Spartan Ops. Maybe someone packaged that Spartan Ops version of that game and sold it. I don't know. Maybe there's a giant zombie game out there that I'm missing of. But anyway, that's it for now. Sunday mornings I'll have weigh-in videos. Mondays I'll have vlogs. Wednesday I have cosplay updates, and Saturdays I have reviews and thoughts. And this video went a lot smoother than mostly. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night. I think that's it. Thank you.